Happy Wednesday. It's hot today, almost 20. So we're home, it's 12:25. Pretty busy day so far. I did not want to get up this morning, couldn't fall asleep last night, but I managed to haul myself out of bed at about 8:30. Left here at 8:35, got there at 9, had my 9:15 to 10:30 class, very boring. Talking about training in the workplace and human resource management. So I did that, hung out with Joe for about a half hour, and then I had an advising appointment at 11. Looks like we're still on track with everything. Since I changed majors, and this gets into the whole conversation of the plans for California, which I am aware I still have not had with you guys yet, but it's coming. Just need to find the appropriate time to do that. Since I changed majors at the end of my freshman year, I forfeited a bunch of credits that I had in aviation management, stuff like ATC control, air traffic control, aviation weather, a bunch of stuff like that. It was too narrow of a career path, so I've broadened it out now to business management. I can apply that in any field. So I am going to be stuck at Kent through December of 2016. I have to take 15 credit hour semesters, and then I'm going to be 3 credits short. So I'm going to do one quick little summer semester and just do something stupid over the summer, and then we'll be right on track. And we kind of tentatively scheduled that for summer 16. Just at the end of it, it'll probably be a quick online class, a couple weeks of hell, and it'll be over. So that's where that stands. Next semester I've got to take operations management and some tactical operations engineering, some BS. It's going to be really heavy in the major. The last 5 semesters I've been there, I've been doing all the Kent core. So you need English, you need math, you need writing, you need history credits. I've been doing that, and then the basic electives for any major. So I've got most of that done. I'm going to be almost exclusively taking courses pertaining to my specific major at this point, like operations management and business finance and all this fun stuff. So it may or may not get more interesting depending on how much I like the major. I'm in my first major specific class right now, which is human resource management, and seems to be, knock on wood so far, a pretty easy course. One of the course requirements is we have to attend 2 HR forums. An HR guy comes in and speaks in the Kiva, or one of our lecture halls, for an hour next Wednesday night, so I have to go to that. I looked at the Cavs schedule. I'm going to miss the Raptors game, which I really wanted to see. They're at the exact same time, but maybe I'll sit there and lecture with my phone up. Probably allowed to take notes on a computer anyways. Then we have to write a couple page paper on whatever BS, answer a bunch of questions he has there from the presentation. So it doesn't sound too bad, but next Wednesday is going to be killer. I'm going to have to be there for like 12 hours. I'll probably come home at least once during that day, but it's going to be a busy one. So I've got a 2:15 now. I'm kind of thinking out and meeting Alex for lunch. He said he wanted to do that. I'm going to hit the bank. People are saying how warm it is outside. It's 19 degrees. It's just balmy as hell. And the sun's out again, so we got the bright bands out. So that's been nice. I'm gonna pack up here, ship out again, go to the bank, and then back into Kent. I'm gonna call Valentine real quick. I shipped out my V1 last Wednesday. They had it Thursday. According to the UPS tracking number, it was signed for at Valentine Research. They have not charged my credit card yet, which indicates to me that they haven't completed the service yet, so I'm gonna give them a buzz, see what's up with that. I want that back. All right, I just talked to Valentine Dix. She looked me up by last name and state. Said that it's shipping out today, so I should have that back in my possession by probably tomorrow. I would think it got down there in a day, and I dropped it off in the afternoon. So Cincinnati isn't too far. They'll just truck it up through Columbus overnight. So I'm looking forward to have that back. Did a bunch of research on that. This new software update, 0.8945 or something like that, adds a junk K-band filter, which I think I mentioned before. Tries to ignore all the sporadic instantaneous K-band emitted by cars that have systems like lane departure warning. It detects other vehicles and their speed by K-band radar. So technically what they've done is they built in a 1-second ignore policy on K-band signals. So if I get hit with a K from a car passing by, it would be full strength for about a second. So if they ignore it for a second, it'll ignore that whole K. The downside, of course, of that would be cop sitting a quarter mile down the road, fires instant on K-band. I have 1 less second of reaction time to slow the vehicle. Those situations are very rare. Anytime I've ever been hit with instant on, it's been KA. and you know, usually they just set up a trap, and I'm hearing about it for 5 minutes before I actually find a cruiser. So I'm content with that. And then Joe actually turned off POP and turned on the traffic monitoring filter. So I read the spreadsheet, or read the PDF from Valentine's site this morning, learned how to program all that. I would imagine that a software flash resets everything to default. So when I get it back, I'll put it back in advanced logic mode and then program it how I see fit. I would love to disable K-band altogether, but cities like occasionally Hudson and Silver Lake and Kent, which are the 3 cities around here I probably spend the most time in, still do deploy K-band signals from some of their, maybe more outdated, but still some of their force. Okay, no joke. Down the sidewalk, there's a woman with skis on and ski poles. I'm not gonna see it now in the mirror. She had skis and ski poles skiing down the sidewalk. I have never seen that before. Can't see it because I am way too slow getting my camera out, but there's a Nissan GTR headed up Summit Street, Kent. Yeah, it's way up there in the intersection by now. Never seen one of those right at the university before. 1:34. It's been kind of a long day. Up early today, 2 trips to Kent, had lunch with Alex, made it back to class with a few minutes to spare. Got in there, it was like 5 minutes of download this document, import it into the software, analyze 3 functions in the software, answer a question, and leave. I was there no more than 15 minutes. So we did that. I hung out with Alex and one of his fraternity friends for a couple minutes up in the 70s floor in the library, as we call it. Came back here, listened to my online marketing class, did some work with that. And I'm kind of at a midpoint here, I guess, in between shows. Since I finished Prison Break, I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday or not, but I did finish that. Fantastic series. I'm going to speak freely here, so Ken, or anybody that hasn't seen it yet, mute yourself for a minute. Kind of expected to hear more about, I wanted a kind of a projection, you know, with Scylla and the company, and I know they killed the general. He got electrocuted, so you know, whatever. It wasn't disappointing. I kind of thought, you know, with as many twists and turns that show took, they would come up with something huge at the end, but that would just like obliterate all the characters or something, but thankfully not. So I did finish that, but anyways, I started, I don't know if I talked about this or not, Lilyhammer the other day, and that's okay. It's slower, and it's not really a replacement for Prison Break in the way that it's super exciting and, you know, has a ton of events going on. I can't come up with words. I'm too tired. It's not fast enough, maybe, or complex enough. So anyways, I started Lost. I got through, what, 3 episodes of that? I guess that's all right. I might stick with that for a little bit. Leave some comments, thoughts on Lost. It's on Netflix. And then Sam, I got HBO Go from him. Thanks, Sam. And I did start The Sopranos. I watched, I think, 1 episode of that. I don't know. I could take it or leave it. I probably need to watch some more. So leave your thoughts on The Sopranos and Lost and see which one you think I should delve into next. Season 3 of House of Cards comes out Friday. I'm excited for that. And then Better Call Saul's on Monday and Walking Dead on Sunday. So I've got a bunch of stuff going on. Anyways, talking to Luke, Hassan, Bobby, and Sam on the pad. And that's going to be pretty much it. Tomorrow's Thursday. Valentine comes back. I did talk with somebody that should be here tomorrow, so we'll play with that. And really, that's it. Cavaliers game tomorrow night against hardest team in the NBA. That's going to be a good game tomorrow night. San Francisco, Golden State Warriors. So that'll be good. Another game on Friday. I don't know who we're playing Friday. Rockets? I don't know. So we'll try to watch that too. But I'm going to go up, shower, get to bed, speak to you guys on Thursday. Good night.